VersaMat.com. This is card number 2 in my 3-card series featuring the Stampin' Thin Cuts Queen Bee stamp set. And it does have the thin cuts in there. So anytime you see on our newer sets the blue tinted background, that means there's a coordinating thin cut to go with it. Thin cut is what we call our dies. This is the card we are going to make today. It's really simple. It's using this little squiggly heart thing right here. I have it already mounted. This block is a little thinner than our normal blocks. This is a block that comes in our subscription program. We will be using a whole bunch of inks. We have Candy Apple, Nectarine, Canary, Green Apple, and we have Bluebird, Wisteria, and Lilac. Sort of a bit of a rainbow thing I've got going on. I also have my stamp chamois, a well-loved stamp chamois. I've got it all nice and damp so that I can wipe off in between each color. To start, I have a piece of White Daisy cardstock. It is 3.5 inches wide and 4 3/4 inches tall. And the thing to do is get going. So here's Candy Apple. And let's see, I'm thinking maybe if I turn it this way. I love our magnetic lids. It just stays right there. And I am just eyeballing this. I am not measuring. Of course, with the clear block, you can see right through, so you know where you're stamping. Ooh, and look at that. Already made a mess. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to flip this sucker over. There we go. And I'll try to be super careful as I ink. Sometimes when you rock your ink block, you get ink on the edges. So I will take a peek and see, and I don't see any ink on the edges. I don't see any ink on my fingers, and I'm going to give that a go again. Not bad. So we'll wipe that off. Close it up and move on to Nectarine. With these ink pads, the ink is located where you see this big color is with the name. That's how you know which side the ink is on. And here we go again. Oop, turn around and give it a little bounce. Looks okay. And again, I am eyeballing this, trying not to rock it so that I can pick it up and be done. Wipe that off and close this up. Bring in Canary. Pounce, pounce, pounce. Get the ink on there. Line it up, stamp it. And because this has a little bit of a squiggliness to it, if it's not perfect, it's okay. It isn't very noticeable. Green Apple. Okay. And Green Apple. That is a really nice, bright, vibrant green. I really like that color. And Bluebird, one of my favorite, probably because we have a Bluebird motor coach. And I just re-inked some of these, so they are super mushy-gushy with ink. Ooh, nice and vibrant. Wisteria. I was going for sort of a rainbow of color. And the last color I'm going to do is this lilac. This is a real light color. It's very soft and pretty. Okay. Now I can see on there that I have a little tiny bit of red. Move these over here. So what I think I'm going to do, and I can see that it's not really, there's a little more white space than on this side, and there's a little more space at the top than at the bottom. So I think I'm just going to do a little bit of trimming and see if I can get that squared up with the world. So hang on, here I go. I just have this little guillotine trimmer that works really well. And I think I will just take off, I think I'm going to take off the whole 1/4 of an inch. And I think I can take off almost a whole 1/4 of an inch that way. If I do this and spin it around, I think I can get this. So now this little square is down to about 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and that will give me a pretty even border all the way around. And I have again a top folding card base that I created out of some paper from my stash. Let's see if we can get our glue running here. I was using it earlier, and sometimes it gets a little stuck. And I have to take the pen and give it a little encouragement. And there we go. You don't need a lot of glue. And here, let's do it right side up. Not bad. And then this layer, and this is, yep, got it the right way. I can't tell you how many times I have put a card together upside down. Okay, so that's not looking too bad. Now, I like that. Now I have this heart. This is from our glitter paper. And it has a little bit of a stitched detailing. It's really hard to see. I think if I get it like that, you can sort of see it. Now I will show you in the catalog. The glitter paper is right here. This is on page 43 of the catalog that goes through the end of the month. So we have a couple of different colors, and I will give you a little hint that the new catalog coming out, we added some colors of the glitter paper. And then here is the heart. It's called Stitched Hearts, and it has 4 dies, nice sizes. This would be the second to the largest. And all I'm going to do here is add a little foam tape to give it a little dimension, pop it in the middle, and this card is done. It's that easy. I think I'll stick that in the middle, and there we go. Super, super simple. And it has lots of different purposes, lots of different ways that you can send this out. You can send this to someone just because you're thinking about them. You can send it to someone for sympathy card. You can send it to someone because you miss them. because you love them, all of the good reasons. So I hope you give this card a try. Thank you for stopping by. If you'd like to purchase any of these items, you can go to barbaderholt.closetomyheart.com. I would appreciate your business. I'll see you next time.